The time has come for the annual ball.
If you wish to join forces, I will hear your plea.
Whatever should I do?
Simply ask.
What? You and me? Are you certain you would want to do that?
I'll gladly lend you my power.
Oh, lucky you, Ignatz.
How scandalous! I, for one, plan to simply behold the pure essence of dance.
More beautiful than any landscape, any artwork. Utterly beyond compare.
Oh, that was nice, wasn't it? We only have a couple of class changes before we have to get right back into the action, so we'll talk a little bit more later. Here is Catherine getting up to a mage, I believe. Or maybe just a monk. And here is Ignatz flying high off of his fun night at the ball, getting right onto a wyvern to celebrate. But we heard there were some monsters, so I guess we have to go deal with that. Can't stay happy forever.
Too bad. I guess it will have to be you then.
Well, all the nights are busy, I guess.
There really are demonic beasts here. They're emerging from the chapel. I'll head that way. The rest of you, protect the students who weren't able to get away.
Gerald's here to bail us out of giving orders and figuring out what to do, which are not Violet's specialties, so someone has to have it covered.
Dare come over here.
And stupid beasts, that's a little bit over the line. Anyway, Lysithea is still an invincible mech suit, so she's going to get us started with a critical hit and fear no damage in return.
Ready anytime.
And now Ignatz has all the mobility that flying around on a big dragon thing affords you. And so he can go and smash this barrier with just his iron axe.
I think I've got the hang of it.
And finally he gets to axe B. So now he would have to be a little less lucky to certify into the class he currently has. We'll do a bunch of repositioning over here so that Violet will be leading a little team with Marianne, Hilda, and Raphael. And she is not content to be behind Lysithea in damage output, but she still is despite the critical hit. Ignatz actually finds out what it's like to be on the receiving end of a 69% chance to hit, but he is still fine. Monsters just milling about randomly. Leonie here doesn't like when you hit her. She's very mad. Going to get us started burning that thing. It's in the forest, appropriately enough, for our team of arsonists.
Stone or something on its forehead.
Monica is the stone. Heal up, good choice. Now then, Lysithea, we have a couple more barriers to break, so you can just break down that one. That'll free up Ignatz to chop down the last one. But first, we gotta figure out how we're going to deal with this other monster. Claude, get into this thicket, and then I think you can use Thunder here to break down most of the remaining barriers. And then Leonie and Balthus can take care of the others.
I see. It's all making sense now.
Ooh, Authority B is going to be a big step for Claude. He can get a fancier battalion.
Thank you.
We'll heal up Ignatz. Oh, we have Lawrence over there as well. So Lawrence and Balthus can break down the remaining barriers on the rightmost monster. Get some Umbral Steel, and then fly out of the way of the monster coming after him. Lawrence still has a bow, so he can just pop up here and fire away. We have Manuela as his adjutant, wearing more clothes than necessary versus Lawrence's lack of a shirt, just for balance. Steelbow will be able to crack down this remaining barrier. And now that side is all good. Now we have to go over to the left with Violet's mini squad And Marianne, we really want her in the path of that monster. She is all armored up, so she should be okay. We'll use a gambit,
I think now is
try and make sure that this monster, at least, can't hit anyone. So there goes the big boom. 2 more hits we need. Wyleth has all this massive range, so we'll let her curve shot over to the one on the far side. Gets the crit, so we might be able to take out a health bar. Or we can just stab in with our little kitchen knife. We know how much Hilda is into cooking. And then Raphael can break down the health bar, maybe, and deal some damage with his poison strike. Raphael going a little overboard. Says he likes his monster meat well done. Good dodge there from the random green unit that can't fight back. Okay. Looks like we are not totally immune to attacks with both Marianne and Lysithea yet. Gerald coming in and making fools of all of us.
The demonic beasts were actually students. How can this be?
He's dead now? Okay then, Raphael, we'll worry about that later.
Here's an idea.
Here's an idea, apparently is not ambitious enough to make yourself miss. So there we go, starting off there. I think we just want to try and farm some ore on these, since that one will be out of commission, and then we can try to off the other one that can still attack. I don't know if Marianne and Wyleth can pull that off on their own, though. Wyleth would have to get pretty lucky. Let's try the killer bow. We miss the crit there. Okay. Marianne, what do we need you to do? Well, none of this is looking especially promising. I guess what we need you to do is get a single-digit critical hit. That'll go great. Yoni can just pretty easily set a forest fire. Only you can start them. Lawrence can come on in. Maybe we should have attacked with Leone second, but that was a risk-free little fading blow. Now Claude can get out of attack range since he has Thyrsus. Looks like wind is our best option for damage output here. Your moment has arrived. Not that 15 damage is really all that exciting. Maybe pick a different moment. Balthus can go in with the steel bow here. Looks like we'll have to try and finish this monster on enemy phase or just next turn. We upgrade Ignatz's battalion on Balthus for some reason. And now we'll move Lysithea into the line of fire, rally her up, and get ready for whatever comes. Oh, this monster's still attacking a student, so we're all good on that front. Flame Breath coming down over here on another student. I'm sure it's fine. Ooh, even Mecha Lysithea not immune from damage, but the monster is not immune from her wrath. So can Claude take this? Yes, he can. He is fast enough that he doesn't get doubled, so just taking 30, whatever. Geralt is taking a lesson from Lysithea, it looks like. Who's the apprentice now, Leone?
Let's get to it.
All right. We're going to follow up Gerald's little performance there, yes, with a bigger forest fire that actually kills the beast within. Now then, Lawrence won't be targeted by this monster no matter what he does, apparently, so let's get some bow XP. And put a little crack in that armor. Lysithea, it's just you, Ignatz, and Geralt over here, so let's blow it up. Oh, but this one is... We'll need Claude to try and crack something down, and then we'll be able to break all the armor. Here we go. Good job, Claude.
Experience is everything.
Finally got him to Reason level 3. He needs to work on his faith magic, though. Doesn't help that Nosferatu is not useless. You can. I always believed in you. Not quite the whole health bar, though. Now then, we have 3 HP left on that. Balthus is too slow to take an attack, I think. So we'll need to be careful to canto him back to safety. Wylith's back over here. Let's see. We have 2 monsters active. Can we get 1 critical hit with Wylith? We can. Takes that one out.
Chance to grow.
You're incredible.
Thank you. But my friends who couldn't get away, are they okay?
No, they're dead. Oh, good you stuck around for that explanation. Raphael. Let's see. Can't get a crit here, but we can deal 20. That should make it safe for someone to take out the rest of the health bar. Fiendish Blow should make it so that using his magic is actually better sometimes than using his bow. That'll be exciting. Marianne, can you take out the rest of this health bar? You can, just barely, because of the poison strike damage that got dealt. Now we're back to the enemy turn. Can't dodge everything, it looks like. Hilda, learning that lesson very well. Geralt finally misses one of those 20% chance crits. Okay then, we still have an active monster on the left and in the center. Wylith really embracing the way of the pointy stick. Get rid of that monster in 1 attack. We'll reposition the left squad. Now we have the center. Balthus will get us started with a gambit. That'll pull it back there, so it should be easier for Lysithea and Claude to interact with it now.
Leave it to me.
Geralt is kind of in an awkward position. We're going to, I suppose, just chop away in melee, since we still have Ignatz to use a super effective axe on the foe barrier.
Ready anytime.
But he's just going over here? Huh. Well, that may have been a bit of a mistake.
Thanks for that.
So we'll have Leone heal up Claude.
I stand ready.
And then Lawrence just get a little bit of broken barrier going. Keep up that bow XP. Flame Breath going down on that kid again. It's a lot of punishment some random kid is getting. Geralt going in. Geralt going in again. Since he gets his own turn, in addition to counterattacking, that kid just is ready. They're hunkering down with their elixirs, and they do not care about all the fire at all. Claude finally will be able to contribute by using a light breeze to get rid of the rest of that armor debris. Reposition the left squad, do a little bit of healing, then try to figure out how we're going to finish this thing off. Balthus does not land the crit. He lost the coin flip. Let's get him ready to go over to the rightmost monster. We've still got Lysithea and Ignatz. Lysithea using the short axe there so that she can be closer to the active combat.
I'll find a way to repay you. I promise.
All right, Bernadetta. Okay, now that we have some other forces getting ready to step in, we can get a little more aggressive with Lawrence and blow this thing up. And Leone will be able to run on in. I don't know that we'll be able to chop down all the barriers this combat, since only Leone and Ignatz will be able to find their way in. Leone just wants it dead right now. But again, I don't think we have the firepower, so to speak, to actually make that happen right away. We'll move Ignatz in and have him huck his little hatchet into one of the remaining barriers and get to level 22.
Like I've grown.
You kind of have in mostly irrelevant stats, but we'll take some of that. Speed's okay. Lawrence takes a little bit of damage. He has a ton of HP on his shirtless little self. Okay, Claude can actually get in position to hit, not the barrier. We still have to break that down, but 15 damage crits, I guess, are the Church of Almyra way. Here we go. Now then. Okay, Leone, we need to make sure we break down that barrier before you just kill it with 2 crits in a row. Okay, good dodge there, and you don't actually kill it. You're teeing up someone else to get it. Good teamwork, Leone. So, Lawrence, let's have you go on in and punch it out with the Vajramushti. Here we go. Big, dramatic beast punch to close things
Good
out.
form.
Leone
Sorry.
impressed.
That was a close one.
Was it, though? We weren't really in any danger at any point.
You saved me. Thank you.
Were you there before? You just got here and wanted to pretend you were involved, didn't you? Leone the MVP. I like it.
Your class seems pretty relaxed.
That's one way of putting it,
My
I guess.
professor is so strict. So is the house leader.
Was that them?
What do you say?
I suppose.
Wonderful. I'll need some time for
Oh, we're good for that. I usually keep it pretty light here, but I do want to briefly address something you all have probably heard about, and that's the passing of Billy Kometz, the voice actor of Ferdinand. He touched the fandom here
I'm beginning to
in
understand.
a big way
I think
by
I get
giving
it.
us that character of Ferdinand.
Yeah, getting the hang of
And I
it.
think
I'm
his
getting the
passing
hang
is
of
just
it.
a reminder to all of us to let people in our lives that matter to us know that they do. I'll probably have more to say about that later, but we only had a brief interlude in this episode that couldn't really
I have
do him
succeeded.
justice. But I just wanted to note it as we move into the next battle here, where we have Flayn joining the female Phalanx we have developing. A lot of the woman characters in this game have armor weaknesses, so we have just this big lady legion that Lysithea started.
Be gone from here at once.
Seteth, you're the one that's going to have to be gone from here because you're in a favorable class. Dog of the Apostate? We need Felix from last season in here.
The monument. Everyone else should focus on removing the surrounding enemies.
Well, you got part of that right. Let's get in position with our so speedy units on the sand here. I guess the first actual combat we'll do on beach day is Claude getting a little breeze going. You know, we always like that on the beach when we're hanging out. We'll do some rallying, repositioning. Seteth will get into his permanent position of not interacting with anything in any way. And then we will have... This is our initial setup. Hilda is going to have a bit of an unfavorable exchange, but she comes out okay. Gets a little bit of sewing done. We always need to bring something to do with us while we're just tanning on the beach. Leone is not here to mess around and is going to light up the competition. And now an assassin coming at her. Someone so fast that they can double Leone. Didn't see that one coming, honestly. So we're going to have to just back up and reposition a little bit. Let's see how it goes over here for Marianne. She comes out okay, it looks like. So we can keep the left side positioning the same, but we need to back up and see what we can do about Leone's position. We'll keep her where she is, and then we'll move Wylith around a little bit using some repositioning combat arts with Balthus and so forth. If we can work this assassin down, then Leone should be able to kill it before it gets its follow-up attack, or Wylith can just kill it. Either way works. Okay, we'll actually put Flayn in combat range. Wylith getting doubled here. She come out okay. She gets one dodge. That's all she needed. Looks like 69% isn't a guarantee anymore. The constants of the universe do change between realities, it appears. Marianne's still okay. Poisoned.
Let's get to it.
But okay is relative for the Folden Deer. Looks like Leone can double with either her training sword or just some basic fire. Fire has a little more firepower to it, naturally. And she wins the fire fight. We have all kinds of fire puns for Leone ready. Cool. Can Lawrence get this kill? Yes, he can, easily.
Naturally.
And he gets level 21.
I'm still not satisfied.
You shouldn't be. Speed for you is going to be pretty important, though. Wylith. Looks like Marianne and Claude are going to need a little help. And of course you miss the critical right when we actually want it. Perfect. Hilda, come on over here and do what you can. Looks like what you can is not a whole lot. So just try. Okay, we got our 13 damage in. That's all we could really hope for. Raphael can actually stomp through the sand. And hopefully blow this guy up. Get some steam coming out of the ocean. Poison Strike helps a lot. Can Marianne actually finish anything off here? Smash with the Steel Axe goes over just a tiny bit, but does get the job done. And Marianne gets to level 21.
I wonder how much more I can learn.
A lot more than that, I hope. Balthus can just use a Tempest Lance something maybe to finish this off. That would be helpful. There we go. That means we don't need anyone other than him involved in killing that unit. Flayn, come on over here. Claude, are you powerful enough to finish off this remaining assassin, or do we need to just heal Marianne? We need to blow your gambit on one unit. Okay, Thunder looks like it is very effective in the water that you're standing in. That's a bit dangerous.
I expected as much.
Good, you're keeping your expectations realistic. That guy just blew up. That's funny. Okay, we'll do a little bit of repositioning, skip the empty enemy phase. And now Wylith can fire away. We'll need to heal her up. She gets a head start on that with the Crest activation. But Claude can go in and use a recover to get her the rest of the way ready. Now Raphael can keep Marianne away from the very brink of death. And then we'll get Lawrence ready to invite out the next round of attacks on the right side. Wylith's still getting doubled over here.
Try harder.
Looks like Lawrence's little gambit didn't go so well. But it's okay, because Professor Manuela is here to actually be competent. Leone goes in, just starts the fire, as it were. Hilda, you probably don't want to get in melee with that assassin. So let's see. Nosferatu. Thunder is a little more accurate. Let's go with that. Never mind about accuracy. It hits none of the time. Lawrence with the bow, though, hits 100% of the time. I'm a little confused by that. All right, Flayn. It's your paralogue. Let's see if you can make it happen. 72. Why not?
Rest in peace.
And swinging a hit.
It's the least I could do.
Excellent. Don't get a level out of it. So it is literally the least you could do. Good analysis. Now then, Wyleth can finish off the one in the center, or go for the gold on this one, and she gets it.
You fought well.
It didn't. It didn't fight at all. Raphael impressed that you attacked the one that hadn't attacked anyone yet. Bloodthirstiness is something he's impressed by, I suppose.
In action.
Level 22 for our bloodthirsty friend Raphael.
Huh. Ugh.
Huh. Well, I guess walking around in those drenched robes would make you a bit stronger. Marianne doesn't have to worry about counterattacks hitting her, so we'll just take this smash, get 11 damage in. Can Claude finish it off? Claude's magic is really, really weak, but it looks like Seteth is still good enough.
It's not luck, it's fate.
Seteth, stay right there. And now we need to get ready for the next round of units. We'll have Leone be the one that is pulling out the next attacker. Get everyone in position. And then who do we want up here? Wyleth can attack from outside of its zone of aggroing. So we'll do that and then have it not attack anyone. It'll still walk toward us though, because we summoned its pod with our attack. Then Leone is fast enough to not get doubled by that guy right now, which is excellent. Now, Lawrence, start us off with your strong Sewing Club entry. Manuela is trying to take over as the faculty sponsor there, apparently. Hilda can take it down to 1. Let's see. Balthus can 100% take it out, so we'll give him that opportunity.
At least you're no coward.
And that gets him to level 21.
Wait, my next brawl.
Wow, I guess he needed a beach day to break out of his existential funk that he's been in for the literal rest of the run. Little healing coming down for Hilda. And I don't think we want Flayn that involved in combat, so we'll just move her over a little bit.
I think now is good.
Our units move so slow that we need to use a gambit over here to make sure nothing goes awry. Those warlocks are actually kind of a problem right now, and we need a whole bunch of attacks to get rid of this sword user over here. And then we can deal with that warlock with all of this little group. Raphael, you can take this one down to really low HP with your Poison Strike. And now Wyleth can go ahead and, maybe kill this one. Oh, you don't land the crit, so, but the crest takes it out. So now we have a 1 HP sword user that'll go after Claude. It doesn't kill him in one shot, so
Sorry, but victory is
it goes
mine.
down. So Claude gets the boosted XP from standing next to Wyleth, and now we'll get ready for the next pod. Okay, Leone losing the mage duel a little bit, but it's just one-on-one, so she's okay. Marianne can tank some magic damage. That's what armor units are for, right? Now, Balthus. Get us started over here. Gets in for 19, precisely half of the job that needed to get done. And punching nerds is back in style for Lawrence.
Can't compete with me.
It's all instinct now.
I don't know that reason is instinct. I think people have to develop that skill. Now then, oh, we can do actual damage with Sagittae, all 4 of it. Look at those. Now then, Wyleth will probably need to get an attack in here. Let's see if we can tee up a kill for Marianne or Raphael.
Practice
Who gets
yields
Wyleth
results.
to B+ authority. We can heal up Marianne.
I'm sorry.
Now she has the opportunity to move forward and has exactly enough damage output with her gauntlets to get the kill. Punch Knight active. Taking that same 10 damage that she just got healed for. Leone faring even worse in the little mage duel here because we didn't put a male unit next to her. It's okay, she'll heal up a little bit. Hilda will help out. And, gotta move Flayn over so that Balthus can get into position to curved shot so he doesn't get counterattacked. Crest goes off so that he can heal the damage he hasn't taken. Excellent. Now Lawrence has the damage output necessary to finish this one off.
You're outclassed.
But that other remaining Warlock might put us into some trouble. So we'll back Flayn out so she doesn't die. Now we go back over here. Okay, Wyleth doesn't get a crit or anything, but takes a lot of HP out of that one.
Such power dwells within.
She's getting such great levels, even when they're middling. Now, Raphael probably needs you attacking here, and, well, didn't anticipate that, but I'll take it. 81 on the crit.
Hey, look at you.
And I actually believe that you didn't anticipate you'd deal that much damage. Marianne,
Heretics, prepare to taste the power of the true servants of the goddess.
are you making us food or something? How are we going to taste it? 4 damage that will be instantly healed, but we got bow XP out of it.
Sorry.
And Claude will come in and heal 1 HP, but that is enough for him to get to level 22.
Progress suits me well.
Well, it would if strength were a relevant stat for you. Okay, Seteth. Alright, Lawrence's just massive pool of HP will keep him around. I guess he's going to be our Blissey here to keep us all alive. And Manuela will heal him for all of 12. Okay, Marianne can smash in to be somewhat accurate. Use that big whack-a-mole mallet. You whacked the mole. Excellent job. Now we can have Claude come in and recover on Wyleth for a little more than 1 HP. Now maybe Wyleth. Oh yeah, she can just instantly get rid of the big priest over here. No one has to get hit by aura. No one's got time for that. Getting a free advanced seal. That's
We're
cool.
no match for them. Brothers, retreat. Brothers, help the remaining priests escape. Be the shield that stops these miscreants in their tracks.
That must be our official name now.
Do you dare compound your crimes further? There will be no escape for you.
Yeah, that guy's dead, Seteth. Also, you're not really involved in the not escaping part of our plan here. Anyway, Balthus, come on in for 22. Lawrence can now finish the job. Not quite with a fading blow. We're going to have to go in with a regular set of attacks.
Magnificent.
So we don't get to reposition with just this attack. But Manuela gets to level 16.
Getting stronger all the time.
Not this particular
Another
time, so
subject.
not all the
Master.
time. Think about the logic behind your statements.
Thank you.
A little bit of healing for Lawrence, still not back up to full HP. And now we got some priests retreating, coming right into our clutches. Okay, we'll get Wyleth into position to draw some stuff out. And now we'll get ready to engage this
It
priest
is
that
our
is running
duty
away.
to worship Saint Kehoe.
He's
We
right
will
here.
not allow heretics to come near.
I mean, heretics, I guess we'll take that description. People have used less kind words for us.
Gotta keep improving.
Keep improving? You would need to improve at all for that statement to make any sense. Hilda, oh, go on in with Thunderbrand. Thunder Hilda coming in. Gets her to level 21.
Don't expect
Wow,
much
look
more
at
than that.
Hilda's stats. I can't expect much more than that because you're already at the top of the heap in terms of your stats.
For the sake of the goddess.
I thought it was for Saint Keyhole. I'm confused by your motivations. Thunderhilda can't hit back at 2 squares when she is thundering, or at least the more metaphorical thundering, the literal thunder she can hit back with. Gotta keep our nicknames straight. Now then, got a lot of problems here for Wyleth and her crew.
It's over.
And one less problem now.
You fought well.
Again, they didn't really fight at all, and Raphael isn't here to be proud of you for fighting a non-combatant. Marianne can take that to precisely 1. We need 1 more XP for Hanneman to expand the scope of his research. Oh, Claude has precisely 1 damage to deal. That's funny.
That's the golden deer for you.
The golden deer for you. 1 damage. I suppose so. Leonie might be doing a little bit of physical combat here herself. Looks like the Steel Sword Strike by itself is better than the 2 training ones. Let's see. Hilda, just go on in with a curved shot. And who can stitch us together? Final response. It is Lawrence going in for 21.
Naturally.
And his sewing always gets the job done. We'll move Balthus and Flayn up. Seteth will retake a non-combatant position. Got enemies going every which way. Claude can still be our opening bid over here. Go for a Nosferatu because we need to train up his faith. And of course it missed, but the whole point was just to get more faith XP. Here comes 2 damage from Marianne. That's enough to get Hanneman to his next level.
This wouldn't have happened in my youth.
Still worth it. Both offensive stats, who knows which one you'll actually need. I know which one you'll actually need. It's strength, and it's the crappy one. Alright then, do some healing back over here. Balthus.
The goddess protects us. We will never yield to the likes of you.
I feel that you may need to reevaluate your priors on both of those statements. Let's do some repositioning and put Seteth in his official I won't fight anything ever spot. Marianne can't fight back in melee with a bow, but she has enough armor that she is okay. Hanneman not having a great time in the background there. Raphael, oh, your resistance to magic is not good there, buddy. Let's see if you can get rid of that healing with your poison strike. Just 1 more. Gotta rub it in a little bit. How do we want to finish this? Flayn, that is dramatic. There we go. Flayn offs that priest and gets herself to level 13. Don't want to see her face, though. That's a little much. She's, you know, embarrassed by that level. I would be, too.
Goddess, have you abandoned us?
Yes. I think we've all been asking ourselves that since the beginning of the run. Claude. Try to go for the kill. Sagittae, he gets
Never
it.
underestimate an outsider.
I feel underestimation is hard to do for the Fulton here, given all the levels we've gotten. But if someone can find a way to do it, I'm interested to hear how. No risk of counterattacks, so just try to go for this attack. Okay, doesn't matter. No one accomplished anything. That's the story here. Okay, well, looks like Armored Blow was what was keeping us safe. Let's just finish things off from a safe distance here, or, well, get an attack in. Remember, I was dealing with Claude and Marianne. Helm Splitter would finish things off. Let's see if Marianne can get this kill instead of Wyleth. Nope. Wyleth's going to claim another one. Ah, you tried, Hanneman. That's what's important. It's not what's important. The results are what matter, and Wyleth just got them. One more unit left. Let's get into position and get Seteth out of our way. Looks like we can't draw it out on the heal tile, which is unfortunate, but we'll get Lawrence ready to tank some damage. And he even has his bow out to counterattack. Take it down to 23. Lawrence is still alive since he just has so much health. Hilda's going to give almost all of it back with this recover. And, still need to actually deal damage. Let's help Lawrence out a little bit. He might be able to just end it with some punches. I think he can, so we'll make sure we get the experience by healing him. And here we go to end the mission.
You're outclassed.
Indeed he is. Look at how classy that shirtless outfit is.
I am still far from my best.
Indeed you are. Think about your strength stats sometime.
That is the last of them. Flayn, will you place some flowers at the monument?
Of course, brother. That is what I came here to do.
Well, that and kill a couple people with a giant axe. Of course, Wyleth takes it with those dramatic crits. Alright, we haven't seen a B-team buffoonery in a while. Wyleth is taking the day off, so we've got Hanneman and Manuela heading up the teaching of all of these students. And it's pretty hard to figure out what to do when you're just handed a lesson plan with no idea what to make of it, because the basis of the ideas just makes absolutely no sense to you. So we've got a lot of faculty here just trying to figure out what to do with all this. We have the Thyrsus on Catherine. She dealt a piddling amount of damage up here. Manuela is going to take first possession of the staff that Flayn found. The Caduceus staff, I believe, and Yuri is wasting no time saying that he should be the B-team house leader. We've even got Balthus back here to back him up. Say that it is the Balthus team. He's focusing up on helping Yuri. We got Constance as the other frontline unit here, tanking some damage dutifully. Oh, Yuri's gonna die unless that happens.
Out of my way.
There we go, Yuri's fine. Always had it. And Balthus even gets to master his class, so maybe one day he will be able to move up to an advanced class. Not today, mind you, but someday maybe. We've got Dancer Bernadetta minding the other bridge. We're going to move Constance back a little bit. She can rally magic up on Manuela, so that she can be in a good way to counterattack potentially after she lands this, hopefully. All right, we actually did it. So this line of sword users is now out of commission for a little bit, while we attempt to deal any damage at all with our ranged attacks. Dorothea comes in and deals 7. Cyril, what do we have coming out of you? We've got just a little bit of fire across the bridge. And, got more damage to deal. We'll have Bernadetta dance up Dorothea. And now Bernie will still be the one dodge tanking on the unit coming across the bridge. Dorothea can fire once again. We'll heal up Constance a little bit with Shamir. And Catherine looks like it's fast enough that she can fire off twice. Still not enough to kill it, though. So we'll have to remember that we can rally magic with both Constance and Hanneman. That might be one of our best ways to make things happen here.
still got
Manuela is our big magic cannon, so she can actually get some good things done. This unit ignores Bernadetta and comes after Manuela and dies for its hubris. Still have the Yuri Constance paralogue and the Hanneman Manuela paralogue to deal with, so that's why we want to train them up with a B-team buffoonery here. Bernadetta can come in either the Vajramushti or the Thunderbrand to finish this off. She only needs to land one of these hits with Thunderbrand, and she gets the first one. Has a fancy dance routine with it, already worked out. I love the energy. Especially when she says she wants to go home right after doing it.
Just the thing.
Cyril has just the thing, and he wins the coin flip to make the thing happen. So we did the thing, excellent. He's training up with Hilda to get ready for that paralogue in 5 years.
Caution is prudent.
And I would normally agree with you, Manuela, but we don't have time for caution, so just go on in with okay, never mind. Maybe we should have been cautious. There must be a way out of this. Catherine, fire away. Shamir can maybe put in some work. The Devil Sword would get it done, but it looks like a Wrath Strike on the regular sword is good enough. That will give Shamir her little personal skill buff. And now we've got a couple of mages that are serious problem times. We gotta win another coin flip. Constance, come on, there you go. I think we still need to kill one of them off or Constance will die even though they're rattled. So Yuri can run on up here. Or gallop, as the case may be. We have to blow one of his gambits to deal enough damage. But we land the 80%. Get a single point of avoidance. And now Yuri is in place to get hit. I wonder how that'll go. We missed with this hand axe because obviously now we got some poison coming down. I don't know that I've ever actually seen our units utilize poison damage, but it'll actually be irrelevant. What's going on with that guy in the background? You did! Those are all really good stats to get, Cyril. Okay, got a lot of problems coming at us. Constance is completely fine. Some passive heals help us out a little. Catherine, we need to bail Cyril out somehow, so we'll get a little damage down. Catherine will provide a little bit of linked attack help to everybody. We still have that other assault troop that Yuri can use. We know that he and Catherine are best friends, so I'm glad that linked attack worked out.
I'm looking sharp, huh?
Yuri can now get a fancy battalion in future B-team missions. And he'll move up here. So he's likely to be B-team leader for a while. Balthus is very proud of him. Dorothea can go in for the kill here, try and move up the ranks to the Sewing Club. Bernie, we need you to get rid of this archer and then use your dancing skills to evade the attacks that will then come at you. The Iron Sword is good enough to get the job done. And she gets to level 13.
Hard work does pay off.
Making yourself a little more resilient and faster. I like it. More charm to help you with your combat arts, potentially. Bernie putting in good work. Manuela finally hits with one of her reason-based attacks and frees up an attack slot next to Cyril. Alright. Maybe we just heal him up and hope for the best.
That's helpful.
It is indeed. Make sure you don't just die immediately. Yeah, we're just going to have to hope for the best there, I guess. Only one slot open next to him. That means he shouldn't die immediately unless he kills the thing that attacks him. Constance can go in with no worries against the thing that is rattled. Let's see how the Cyril strategy is going to work out. Bernie gets hit. Didn't plan for that either, really. Okay, Cyril's still fine. How's Constance doing? She's good.
Good try.
Okay, we don't get any kills on the enemy phase. Oh, Constance, you're still good. Okay then, 4 HP is 3 more than we need. And we even have Hilda healing up Cyril. That's cute. Now then, a lot of enemies over here that we still got to deal with. Shamir, be real nice if you could land one of these gambits. Sub-coin flip range, but you got Catherine to help you out. What could go wrong? Nothing, apparently. 45% is 100%, 45% of the time. Cyril, let's actually move you out of position a little bit. You have some actual firepower coming out of your Cutting Gale. A more stiff, brisk breeze coming out of Elmira than we're typically used to. And Mercedes can actually go in for a kill here. Good job, Mercedes. That would have been real brutal if you didn't get the kill.
Let's take them out.
Manuela has a little bit of extra range from the Caduceus staff, so she can just dunk on this one real hard and get herself to level 17.
More polish never hurts.
No, it doesn't, and you're getting all of those offensive
Your support
stats.
is priceless.
And Mercedes is very appreciative of a teacher that's actually trying to teach. Funny that she transferred out of Hanneman's on Manuela's classes only to appreciate them later. I guess Mercedes is one of the people we tricked.
That's, yeah.
Is Yuri trying to come for the presidency of the Philosophy Club from Balthus? Catherine here to illustrate that she still deserves the faculty sponsorship of the Sewing Club. And now Hanneman can actually get a kill, maybe. One punch does it all.
Studied harder.
Studied what? Getting punched in the face? Dorothea deals literal damage. Good for her. Now, Bernie. Just need one hit in the Thunderbrand, and that'll do it, Bernie. There we go.
Got him.
You did indeed, and that gets you to level 14.
Whoa, did I get stronger?
No, you specifically didn't. You just need to look over at the screen. Only needed 5 turns, and Yuri gets the MVP. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss the next installment, and like the video so that it gets out to more people. Again, thank you, and we'll see you all next time.